Charlie Chaplin was born on April 16, 1889, in London, England. His full name was Charles Spencer Chaplin. He was born into a poor family in a tough part of the city. Both of his parents were entertainers. His mother, Hannah Chaplin, was a singer and actress. His father, Charles Chaplin Sr., was also a singer. But life was not easy for them. When Charlie was just a baby, his father left the family. His mother tried to raise him and his older brother Sidney alone, but she had no steady income and often became sick. Charlie's childhood was full of pain and poverty. At times, the family had no food. He had to sleep on the streets or in workhouses. His mother became mentally ill and was sent to a hospital. As a young boy, Charlie began performing on stage to survive. He danced, told jokes, and acted in small roles. The audience loved him for his energy and expressions. At age 9, he joined a children's dance troupe. He later got small acting roles in London theaters. Though he had little formal education, he had natural talent in performing. In 1908, at the age of 19, Chaplin joined a famous theater group called Fred Carnot's Company. He toured England and even traveled to the United States with them. In America, he was noticed by a film company called Keystone Studios. In 1914, he appeared in his first film, Making a Living, but he was still just another actor at the time. Soon, Charlie created a character that changed everything. The Tramp, a funny poor man with a tiny mustache, bowler hat, and cane. The Tramp became one of the most beloved characters in cinema history. Audiences instantly connected with the Tramp. He was poor but kind, clumsy but clever. He made people laugh and sometimes cry. Within a year, Chaplin became one of the biggest stars in silent films. His unique style, combining humor and emotion, was different from anything people had seen before. In 1915, he signed a contract with S&A Studios, where he gained more control over his films. Then, in 1917, he joined Mutual Film Corporation, becoming one of the highest-paid actors in the world. By 1919, Charlie Chaplin co-founded United Artists, a film distribution company. This gave him full creative control over his work, a rare achievement at the time. Some of his most famous silent films came during this period: The Kid, 1921, The Gold Rush, 1925, and City Lights, 1931. These films blended comedy, sadness, and powerful storytelling. Chaplin's personal life, however, was full of challenges. He had many relationships and several marriages, often with younger women, which created controversy. Despite this, his work continued to shine. City Lights is still considered one of the greatest films of all time. Chaplin wrote, directed, produced, and acted in almost all his films. In the 1930s, movies began using sound. Many silent film stars faded away, but Chaplin resisted the change. He believed that silence was more powerful. In 1936, he released Modern Times, a mostly silent film that showed the struggles of workers in the modern world. It was funny, clever, and critical of society. Then, in 1940, Chaplin shocked the world with The Great Dictator, his first full-sound film. In it, he mocked Adolf Hitler and spoke out against hate and fascism. The speech at the end of The Great Dictator became one of the most famous speeches in film history. It showed Chaplin's deep belief in peace, kindness, and humanity. During the 1940s, Chaplin's popularity began to fall. Some people accused him of being a communist during the Cold War. His political views made him a target in the U.S. In 1952, while traveling to Europe, the U.S. government blocked him from returning. Chaplin decided not to fight and settled in Switzerland with his wife Una O'Neill and their children. Though banned from the U.S., Chaplin continued to create films. He made a king in New York, 1957, and a countess from Hong Kong, 1967, his only color film. Over time, people began to honor Chaplin again. In 1972, after 20 years, he returned to the U.S. to receive an honorary Academy Award. The crowd gave him a 12-minute standing ovation, the longest in Oscar history. In his later years, Chaplin lived quietly in Switzerland with his family. He continued to write music and screenplays, but he no longer acted. Charlie Chaplin passed away on December 25, 1977, at the age of 88. The world mourned the loss of a true genius who made millions of people laugh and think. After his death, his films continued to inspire generations. New fans discovered his work, and many filmmakers were influenced by his timeless storytelling. In 1992, a movie called Chaplin was made about his life, starring Robert Downey Jr. It introduced his story to a whole new audience. From a poor boy on the streets of London to one of the most famous and respected artists in the world, Charlie Chaplin's life was a true story of struggle, talent, and determination. Today, Charlie Chaplin is remembered not just as a comedian, but as a symbol of hope and creativity. His journey proves that no matter where you start in life, with passion and perseverance, you can become a legend. Please subscribe, like, and share.